Okay, so we're going to try and make this here little leather dog. And then you have a look at it now, because I like to always skip to the end of the video to see what the final product is, but this is the final product. So the next... Alright, let's take some scrap leather and make it into a doggy. So the way these things normally work, which I've seen in the net, let's go over here, use the top section here. Together, you draw a center line, and then it looks like we roughly draw out this doggy shape. Looks like a little dash hand, I suppose, upside down, as you can see it already. On that side, the dog legs are kind of shorter on the other side than they are on the one side. There, what's a dog back leg look like? They kind of got that other shape, don't they? Sort of like this shape like that. I was just thinking of those Boston Dynamic killing dogs. It looked like that with their head on the top. I wonder if we should do it like that. Alright, cool, let's go down there. And then let's give him a tail, which goes to about there, right? Maybe longer. No, come on, that's way too short. Way too short. I would guess. I feel like we need a picture of a dog. If it was up like that. Well, let's try this, right? No harm in trying. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to fold it. Let's just measure that. Whether you're in inches or in cans of cola per, that's what the Americans use. Miles, inches and miles. So we go at 3 to go to 7, so around about here. We'll fold it off. About there. Okay, if I can find a pair of scissors that my kids have left behind. No scissors. It's okay. Let's take a pair. Just use a scalpel. Okay, we'll just cut along here. And down there. Right, don't need that anymore. Let's put that, I'll use that for the next one. Let's take an awl and make a line on top of the awl. That's good. I reckon we just fold it on there. Alright. There's our dog. Half and half. Probably have an eye over here. This nose looks a bit, maybe we should make it squarer. My dash sounds too dashy. Okay, bring that down a bit this way. Okay, looks fine. Alright, let's take this out and see if we can... So what I've done is I've folded it over to make it a mirror shape. So when we cut it out on the leather, we get the same through and through. Just taking a hand scalpel. I would have just taken scissors to do this. If my kids had left me any scissors. And bring this around slowly. Yeah, I want to clean that up. A bit skew there. Around this way. And around Oh man, bummers. We didn't get all the way through it. This cardboard's so thick. Okay, let's try again. Nearly there. You know I share the home with little people, and I always share all my crafts that I do with them. So the one little guy at school had a meeting and I said he's got the best fine motor skills they've ever seen. But these little dudes sit with me and we do this stuff. Alright, look at that. Negative. Looks quite good, right? I think that's what we're going for. Boop. Okay, let's get a piece of leather. Okay. Let's hope that fits on there. It does. Boop. Let's put that side. Okay, we'll use an awl. As my kids call it, the pokey. I'll leave a little bit of space here in case they want to use the leather for something. Let's trace it out on the pokey. And I'm scoring the leather quite a bit as to, well, we already took that to the edge, but anyway, unnecessarily. Score it, it's easier to cut later. The blade's going to follow that groove line in the leather. Alright, put that one there. Cool. Let's have a look, see. It looks like roadkill. I suppose they're going to look like a dog afterwards, but anyway, that's our roadkill. Okay, we got that. We scored it. We're really saving leather. The leather we're using, it's just an offcut from our other stuff we play around with. It is 2 millimeters, looks like. And on inches, it is 1/8 of a quarter of a half inch of a 2 mil. I was just thinking to myself, now, I don't know how to read inches. Looks like there's a 64th of an inch. Anyways, whatever. America sent men to the moon, no one else did, so you can't complain with inches. It got people to the moon, so whatever suits you, you do that. Alright, I'm going to pull up the chair and try and cut this out with the blade again. You can always try and use a new blade. I'm going to put some eyes on so I can see closer as we do this. Right, let's cut it out. Let's see. Oopsie daisy, a little bit skew on that thing. Sort of, right? It's our roadkill. How to make a roadkill dog. Anyway, I'll have to come back and see if we can push this through. Yeah, that's coming off. Cutting's not the best, look at that. Just gonna trim it off. Oopsie daisy. There we go. I'll sand you off. Hey, I don't think dogs are Roadkill's never even, right? Okay, let's just cut that off there. Let's go ahead and do this other section here. The thing with this scalpeling is you hold on so tight, you just sort of like half bend it, and it's just too thick to cut with scissors. And everyone's like, oh, why don't you just use scissors? And I'm like, no, it doesn't work. Oh my gosh, I'm doing so good on this one now. I'm going to just come across like that. Cut off the excess. Alright. It's not looking too bad, right? Why do you make a roadkill keyring? Maybe we should make it a keyring if we put a hole in the back here. Your very own roadkill keyring. Let's cut and let's carry on. It's nice when you get momentum and it just starts to go. Right. Not too shabby. Whoa, ho, ho. And, I do like the smell of leather, honestly. Reminds me, I don't know, maybe of our primal days, horse riding and so forth. Knives and sheaths and everything doff. Makes you a caveman. Let's put it down. Yeah, and I think we need it at the end. Cool. Beep boop papa. Alright. We've got our roadkill. Our roadkill dog. Let's put that up before we get killed. Don't know if it's worthwhile even doing, but you get these little sanding pads just to try and clean up. Every bit of the chair. Yeah, I think it's worth a while. And just round the edges just a bit. Bearing in mind, this is a roadkill keyring dog. Maybe we just don't over-engineer it as a finished product. Okay. Question. Maybe we should dye it. What colour should we dye it? I think dash hounds are like that normally, that dapple colour. Let's find some tan leather. Alright, sort of veg tan, vegetable tan dye. This stuff is great for your skin, so I'm going to use some gloves. And when we come back, we're going to dye it. Alright, I'm going to dye it now. I'm at the dyeing station. It's just a mat with some gloves on. And we're going to just shake up some tan leather dye, a bit of cloth. I don't know if the blue's going to make a difference, but I don't feel like going inside to get a new one for our roadkill dog. Let's open it up. Alright. Fold this into a nice little corner and dip and wipe 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 and wipe. And I like my leather to look mottled. I don't like it to be uniform. I don't enjoy that kind of effect. I like it to be interesting. I think that's the best way of saying it. Let's make it interesting. Alright, cool. There we go. Go on that side. roadkill. Should make a squirrel. I should try and work out how to draw a squirrel. Okay, maybe let's do the back of the dog as well. I hate dyeing the back of leather, it just absorbs so much. Although this is proving me 100% wrong today. Look how nice that went on, it usually sucks it up. Oh, it looks so good! Yay! Look how nice and dappled it is. Just do the edges. Now, I'm not going to bother burnishing it, being that it's a roadkill dog. Oh, you know we didn't make ears. We're going to have to make ears for this animal. Okay, put them in there. Alright. Look at that. Loving it. It's the right colour. Hopefully. I wonder if we should put like a little doggy nose. Okay, cool. Let's let that dry. It doesn't take too long. There we go. Close that up. Remember to wear gloves. This stuff stains like crazy. Unless you want to be a dapple. And we'll come back to the next scene. And we should maybe poke some eyes in there. Boop. Okay, so while we wait, this is still drying. Let's put our little roadkill dog over there. I reckon we should look at the eyes. So we've got these eyes sitting over here. I think that's like a good spot, right? If I was a dog, actually no, maybe more forward, right about there. And then you'd have your ears come off the back like that, right? So let's take the old puncheroni and punch. What's the smallest we got here? Looks like it's a 2. Maybe the watch punch. What about that little watch puncher? That's nice and small. That looks too big. Let's take a piece of scrap. Chuck it on the scrap. And let's punch an eye. Right there. I don't know, it's a little bit of aggressive looking eyeball. Anyway, whatever. And let's put it back on top and use that as a template to punch some eyeballs for this dog. One. 2. Oh, cool, we've got some eyes. Roadkill's taking shape. Okay, so roadkill skunk dog. It's gonna be that. Okay, cool. Then we've got to make some ear slots, which we didn't make ears. I wish we had a picture of this dachshund, just to help us out. I saw this picture on the net, so we're just going from memory at the moment. I don't know if it's going to work, but anyway. Okay, cool. I don't know if we need a template for this. I feel like I'd be overcutting it. We're going to have some ears hanging down from this puppy. So let's think. That maybe a little slot and then it'll hang down. And let's have a look. Maybe like a 1 or 2 centimeters. Let's make it like 2.5. We'll cut it if it's wrong, right? Who cares? Let's go over here. And to this side. Let's get ourselves a nice straight edge first. It's always important to have a straight edge. Just makes things easier. Let's go like that. There we go. Alright. So, oh, how wide did we say? We didn't say how wide. Let's make it a centimetre by a centimetre, right? Centimetre by 2 centimetres. So we go that side. And go to the back side of it. I can hear about people probably like, well, your technique sucks. It does suck. I just enjoy doing what we do. Okay, so maybe let's take the old oar, make a mark on the leather. 2. I'm just going to eyeball it. So kind of, I'm thinking it's like a roadkill dog, so what does it matter? Right. We said 2.5, probably. Might even be too much. You know what? There was that droopy dog from the cartoons years ago. If the ears are bigger, it becomes like a hunting dog. If the ears are too small, then it's a dachshund. And if they're still too small, then it's a Jack Russell. And if it's too small in that, then it's a Jack Russell cross a Chihuahua. Okay, cool, we're getting the ears. I'll post all this stuff on if you want. Not that it's that difficult. And it's more fun just to do it, right? Okay, cool, we need to get a little half shape going on here. And what can we use? Just gonna look around the old desk and see what we can use to make a shape. Marker. Okay. Take a marker. And turn it around. Take a marker for the other side. Right. Got this fancy cutting tool. Massively sharp blade. It scares the bejeebers out of me. It's one of the only ones that really leave away from my kids. Okay, put my eyes on, and you just take it down and slowly cut. Just slice off a piece, slice off a piece, and you walk it around until you get where you're going. Half round, that one. Okay, let's do the other side. Slice off a piece. Slice off a piece. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not good at this. Slice off a piece there. Which reminds me of just slicing for a bit of a finger. Ah, cool. I'm gonna put the, not the perky, the bladey thingy. I'm sure there's good names for these in leatherwork. Okay, let's take some sanding paper. Fix it up a bit. Oh, bugger. You know what we didn't do? We did not keep the dye open. You have to dye this the same color as that, right? I do that all the time. I'm going to just take it and dye it quickly. I'll be back. Alright, we got some ears and we got a little template. So I think once this is dry, we can put the ears, cut the ears in. And at this stage of the game, this is what you should have, and possibly some brown fingers from messing with food dye without gloves on. I just told you guys not to do, which now I do. Anyway, it's fine. Okay, we're going to wet mold this as soon as it's dry and get it to its original shape, which should look like a little dog and less like roadkill. Alright, through the powers of the internet, boop, the dye has dried. We've got a mottled look. Doesn't look too bad. We've got our little skunk eyes, and our ears are dry. Although they did pick up some of that blue dye. That's unfortunate. But anyway, we have to make a little slit now at the top for the ears to go through. So I'm going to turn it upside down so I don't mark on the good side, and then grab the old oar and that what I think is round up. Looks like going to be there and there. Right, so the way this works is, let's grab the old paper one. The way this works is we're going to cut these holes and we're going to pass through the ears and then bend them. I think I should re-dye these. I'm not happy with that colour at all, but anyway, stick it through in that fashion there. Stick it through. Okay, so that's that. It's up there. I wonder if I should use this as the right template. Yeah. Might get a better fit if we do it properly. Let's have a look, see. As you can see, I love just to eyeball stuff and just go for it. It's the spirit of creation. It's best. I'm not too sure if it's the great way to do it, or correct way. Or what is the correct way? Who cares? Just have fun. Have fun and do it. Okay. Looks pretty close to the eyes. Anyway, okay, so let's cut that out. Using scalpel. I'm going to make it a little bit wider. Yeah, number one. And so we can get through there. I'm going to be honest with you, this thing looks a bit like a frog. Alright, we've got our holes. Let's chuck them on our roadkill. And school, we're going to cut this thing. I wonder if it's worth punching. I just had an idea. We should use this hole punch. I'll put all the parts in the description. Maybe we should use this and put it at the very end. Maybe that'll make a nice crisp outside to the whole thing. There's the one part. One. And that way I won't damage. Two. Won't damage the eye socket. Three. Okay, cool. That's nice and neat. And then just sort of cut between the two, I suppose. Getting a nice cut. Feels good. Oh, that's much better. One ear hole. We'll have to see if it comes together nicely when we put it together. Okay. Join that one. Yeah, difficult to pick up. Right. Let's, there we go. So we've got a little ear holes. Let's put that scalpel somewhere safe. Always use a new blade if you can. Okay, so we got ourselves a very goofy template, which I will photostat, scan it and put it on. Now we're going to have to fold this to make it look like the dog. We've got some water. Boop. Just take your leather, dump it in there, and you'll see some bubbles coming off it. Oh, quite a lot of bubbles. How's that? Bubbles. That's the air coming out of it. So while that's bubbling, if you're going to get into leather work, I'm not saying professionally, nothing I'll do is professional on this level. You can make these little clips. It's just a square piece of leather with 2 holes punched in it. That helps you clamp stuff if you need and doesn't leave marks on the leather. You just make yourself a whole bunch of different sizes. My kids have been writing all over stuff again. Right, so look, see, it's getting pliable now. Nearly there. I suppose you could use warm water, might help a bit. 2 seconds. I think that's enough. Alright. Let's let the magic begin. And what I gather is we just sort of fold this baby over. Start to fold it. And our holes, hopefully strong enough. I don't know, it's kind of working. It's starting to look less like roadkill. I'm just squashing it down. My hands. Right. And I'm gathering what they do is they just sort of squash the feet. You sort of pinch them. And some more pinching. Oh, it doesn't really want to pinch. Pinching. It's got, it's got a bit of a look. I mean, can we curve this tail somewhat? Oh, you can. It's so cool. I'm really starting to see what's happening here. Let's try to do the other side. Looks more, it might look like an otter. Anyway, for a first version, I think it's pretty cool. Alright. I don't really put the ears in. I really want to redye these ears. Oh, those have to be redyed. Okay, we'll leave that. I'm going to redye those. I'm not happy with that at all. Okay. I think we just leave it to dry now until it hardens and takes that shape. The color is looking fantastic. I wonder if it'll stand. Boop. Yes, it does stand. It's so cool. The roadkill lives. He lives. Breathing into. I think I would make my tail slightly thinner. It's got a it's got an otter look to it. Maybe a thinner tail than the next one. Let's bend it up quite a lot. Make it look more perky. Again, do some pinching. I like the way it takes shape. I don't know if you can see, it actually takes like volume. It's got a coolness to it. Alright. I don't think you need clamps. I think that's fine. Let's leave that to dry. And I thought we don't need clamps. We don't need clamps at all. Maybe put some more dye on these blue ears and see if this little dog slash otter looks better with ears. Alright, when we come back, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, boop. This thing will, and everything's dry. So, we've got our ears, and we're going to try and slot them into this hole over there. Let's see what happens. How easy that goes in. That's not too bad, maybe. Maybe a little bit too big. And I think we should just do, let's cut it down. Just a sliver. Just a sliver. I'll make our lives a bit easier. Alright. Let's get the super sharp. Just straighten that off. It looks a bit squiff. That's a bit skew. Okay. And on that side. And that side. Take some more sandpaper. And oof. Put the color on that so we don't stab ourselves. And let's chuck this through this hikey. There we go. Much easier. Bend it over. Oh, cool. It's actually not too bad. Looks less like an otter, more like a tiny little dog. Isn't that cool? I need to train those ears down a bit more. That's quite cute. That's the volume and the shape and the 3Ds. Very, very cool. Right. There you have it. Final little result. Tiny little dog made of leather. It actually worked out better than we thought. This and that tail's got to come down. Maybe a bit thinner, but I'll post the plans and try it out. It's one of the easiest things you can possibly do. There you go. It's